What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video and welcome to Miami. This area is known for its busy nightlife, endless skyscrapers, and mega yachts. But tonight, we're gonna be chasing some giant fish right here in the heart of the city. The goal is to get on some massive tarpon, get cameraman Dan on his first ever tarpon, and hopefully end the night with some big inshore snapper and take him into the kitchen for an amazing meal. We got Captain MB, Captain Mateo with us tonight. He's gonna put us on the fish, so let's get out there and get on them.
Cheers. Despite the concrete jungle that is all around us, Miami still has a decent amount of natural habitat. And just like most inshore fisheries, the fish here will feed on whichever bait is seasonally abundant. In the summer and spring, we get a big push of whitebait, which has the predators out on the beach. During the fall, we get the infamous mullet run, and the fish key in on mullet. But during the winter months, the shrimp of Miami are the main attraction. These shrimp live in the estuaries and on grass flats, and typically around the full moon, they migrate by the millions to head offshore and spawn. When this happens, all the predatory fish will stage at the bridges and inlets, gorging on shrimp all night long. And it makes for some of the most insane urban fishing imaginable. The only caveat is that the shrimp typically run during the outgoing tide, and tonight we were greeted with an incoming tide. We bounced around killing time for hours, knowing eventually that when the tide changed, we would be in for an epic night.
We have been bouncing around quite a bit tonight, trying to dial the fish in, but we still got that incoming tide. We're at the tail end of it right now. So we're gonna do something a little bit different while we wait for the tide switch. We're gonna throw these artificial lures. This is a get dump swim bait. This is one of my confidence baits. I catch a bunch of snook and tarpon on these things. But we're actually gonna throw them right now and look for some big inshore snapper. We pulled up to a bridge where Mateo has a lot of success catching snapper. I am throwing my brand new Tsunami Salt X2. This is the second version of the reel, and this is a 3000 series. They sent this over to me, so big thank you to those guys over there at Tsunami. Can't wait to put this thing to the test and hopefully get some fish. But we're gonna pitch these lures around, bump them around on bottom, see if we can get a big snapper. So the technique right now with these get thumb swim baits, we're pitching them up ahead, up current, letting them hit the bottom. Once they hit bottom, it's a couple little quick twitches and then back down to the bottom. These fish should eat it on the fall. So you want them, what I like to do is I like to imagine that the bait's down there just kind of swimming naturally and then just kind of getting scared. And a lot of times that'll create the reactionary strike that you're looking for. Every night they kind of want it a little bit different. Maybe it's 3 twitches, maybe it's 2. Maybe they're gonna hit it a little bit higher in the water column, maybe a little bit lower. So you just gotta kind of play around with it until you figure it out.
Stuck. Oh, yeah. Where's my snag ladyfish at, dog?
Oh, snapper. No?
Trout.
Oh, cool.
We got a speckled sea trout here. These guys are excellent on the fillet table, and they only need to be 15 inches here in Key Biscayne. I think this guy's gonna be sitting at about 16. He's about he's about 16 and a half, so we're gonna keep this feller.
Beautiful, beautiful fish. This is one of the most gorgeous fish that lives down here in Miami. I wasn't even sure that we could catch these tonight, but Mateo says he gets them pretty often on his trips. Just the speckled spots and the coloration. What a gorgeous fish, and very good eating, just like Captain MB said. So this one's coming home. Pretty sweet, dude. That just goes to show there has to be some alive grass flats around here, because trout need grass flats to survive. So what's been happening is we've been getting some short strikes on the paddle tail. As you can see, the paddle tail is missing on this, and that is because either a snapper or a trout or something got a hold of it and actually snipped the tail right off. So what I'm gonna do is switch over to a shrimp jig. This is also made by Get Thump. It's a nice little 2.5, 2 1/4 inch shrimp, something like that, in I believe this is the new penny color. I'm gonna throw this around and see if that eliminates some of these short strikes. We're still looking for a big snapper. A couple more trout would be great, and then we're gonna get on some tarpon.
What we got? Trout?
I don't know, it hasn't jumped.
Yeah, we're not jumping, which is keeping me optimistic here. Stay down, boy. Be something nice. That or no, nice trout, nice trout, nice trout, nice trout, nice trout.
Got me a sea trout. Try to boat flip this guy.
All right, he's in the boat.
Wow, that is a good fish. Check this guy out. This is a beautiful speckled sea trout. Came over and ate that get thumped shrimp. What a beauty. This one is bigger than the one Mateo caught, so I know it's 100% a keeper. We actually double checked the regulations. They have to be between over 15 inches and under 19. I think you're allowed to keep 5. We'll double check how many you can keep, but I know you're definitely allowed more.
3 a person, I
3
believe.
per person,
Yeah.
okay. Sweet, man. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous fish. I hope it's picking up, but it's so beautiful in real life. This is, in my opinion, one of the prettiest fish. Almost looks like a leopard with those spots. They're actually, believe it or not, in the drum family. They're not even part of the trout family. So they're in the same family as a black drum, redfish, croaker, all those species. But what a sick fish to catch right here at night in Miami. Check out the fangs. You can hear him drumming, actually. That is so, so sick. That's why they're in the drum family. He's got those fangs and they grip onto shrimp and bait fish and mullet. What a sick, sick little creature, man. Like I said, great eating, so this one's coming home. Threw this fish on the tape just to be sure, but just under 19 inches. This is a perfect slot keeper size trout. That's a nice bite.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. There we go.
What is this, boys and girls?
Hopefully a big mangrove.
This might be our big mangrove that we're looking for. That was my first cast after catching that really nice
I'm
trout.
liking that shrimp tail.
Yeah, that shrimp tail's producing, huh?
Yeah. Hopefully it's not a jack.
Yeah, it might be a jack.
It's giving me jack vibes or it's giving me snapper vibes.
If it's a snapper, it's freaking gigantic. At first, I was like, ooh, this might be the mangrove of all mangroves, but my rod tip's bouncing, and that is a telltale sign of a jack head shake. You're in one too?
Yeah.
The jacks might have shown up. You might have the real one?
Yeah,
have the right
I
one?
have the right one, I think. Yeah, because mine's kind of sliding in here.
Yeah, mine's a jack.
Yours is a jack? Yeah, yours is a big jack. Yeah, I got a nice. Oh no, I got another trout.
Trout? All right, check it out. Just got a pretty sick doubleheader. Jack Creval and Mateo with the
Another
eating
keeper
fish.
trout
Yes, sir.
on the get thumped.
That's right. That's the swim bait, and the jack ate the shrimp. Pretty funny. I'm gonna put this jack back in the drink. I think we're gonna measure this trout, but it looks like a
He
keeper
looks
all
like
day.
another 16-incher. He looks perfectly in slot.
Yep.
So
Maybe some more fresh seafood coming home. This jack's going back. We'll get these lures back in the water. Still looking for a snapper.
looks like about a 17-inch trout. So another about perfect slot size trout here for Key Biscayne. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fish. Like Tyler was saying, there's such a really cool, beautiful fish that we have here. And there's actually starting to become a lot more around, I've noticed. So that's pretty cool. So we're gonna keep a couple of these guys tonight. This will probably be the last one that we keep though.
It's cool, man. This trout population is healthy. Mateo's telling me he's been getting them consistently. So I don't feel bad about taking a few home for the dinner table. I think maybe we'll keep one more. Ideally, we'll get some snapper next, but sick, man. To get into a trout bite tonight was not something I was expecting, but
Tonight has not gone expected.
yeah, tonight's just a kind of an odd night, but hey, man, that's fishing. You never know what's gonna happen. When you're gonna come out here, you just gotta do your best, and make the most of it, and that's what we're doing.
On again?
Yeah, it's a good fish.
Oh yeah. Yeah, not a ladyfish. The ladyfish come up and start jumping immediately.
Yeah. I mean, this is either...
Another trout.
Yeah, another trout.
Another nice trout.
Wow. God, the trout are solid. Boat flip this dude. Wow, this is like a really nice one. They're all super nice.
They're all perfect slot size.
Yeah, that's what's really cool.
If you want to take him too, because he's pretty nice.
Check it out. Another awesome slot-sized trout. This fishery is healthy, but we're not gonna deplete it. This is the last one we're gonna take home. They're pretty delicate fish, and this one hit the deck kind of hard, so I don't really want to release him. I don't know how great his survival rate will be. So we'll take one more home. That's 4 trout. That's plenty of fish for the 3 of us. We'll take these in the kitchen, probably cook up an awesome meal. Maybe Chef Sophia will get involved. Not too sure yet, but sweet, man. Not what I was expecting, but having a blast. The outgoing tide just started trickling, so we are gonna try to get a big, massive tarpon. This is the main attraction of why you come down here to Fish Shrimp Run in Miami, is to get on these big tarpon that sit on these bridges and gorge on shrimp all night long. So Mateo is gonna guide me. We're gonna go along this shadow line right here, hopefully try to sight fish one. I got a live shrimp on right here. Let's see, man. Let's put one of these big tarpon next to the boat.
What you're gonna do is throw, and you're gonna reel slow, like through
Throw
the
where?
shadow line. Throw like over to the left. Try to aim at that red light. Perfect. Perfect, 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 perfect. Now real slow.
One of the sickest things about tarpon is 9 times out of 10, they're gonna give themselves away. We just heard a big pop over here, and we made a nice cast, and then instantaneously right afterward, we see them flashing. You just gotta be always aware of your surroundings, because, oh my God. I'm gonna shut up. We gotta get a fish right here.
I just keep reeling slow. You're gonna get a bite there. You have to get a bite there, because they're.
Yep.
You're on?
Yep.
Got him?
I'm in the piling though.
Just keep it. Nice fish.
Tarpon on.
Coming out.
Yeah, he's coming out. That was rad. I thought I was gonna be in that bridge span, in that piling. Ooh, we're hooked up. That was cool, huh? Let's go, baby.
Good job, Tyler.
Mateo said, just keep reeling, you're gonna get the bite, and then I don't even know if 5 seconds went by and I felt the bite.
Uh-oh. Where's he going?
He's going towards the bridge.
Is he going through or?
He's coming right.
No, we're good, we're good, we're good.
He's gonna go through now.
No, we're good. We're good, we're good, we're good. I'm just gonna keep coming out. Just keep pulling on him. Just don't pull him too hard.
He's going. He's going. He's got to be close. I'm gonna
just get him away.
He's got to be close to getting through.
The best thing to do here is to just keep pulling him away. Even though he's trying to go back there.
Yeah, yep. Mateo is using the trolling motor to pull this tarpon away from its home, which is that bridge, that structure.
What's he doing? Is he just
I mean,
going?
he's running through. I'm trying to slow him down. I think I still have him this side of the bridge.
Yeah, you do. 100% you do.
I'm just putting a little heat on him.
Keep coming out. Don't pull too hard. Just kind of let him do his thing right now. I'm just gonna keep going away.
Woo-hoo-hoo, that was so sick, man. I have no idea if any of those jumps are gonna pick up for you guys to see, but that is what you live for when it comes to tarpon fishing. When that fish feels that hook, its first instinct is just to take flight, and those jumps were so exhilarating, man. After patiently waiting for that tide to change, the minute it did, Mateo said we're gonna be on him, and we were.
And the best thing to do is when a fish comes straight out like that, a fish like that is always gonna stay on this side of the bridge. They normally never go through, so the best thing to do is to just keep pulling away. Even though he seems like he's going towards the bridge, he'll always just ride the shadow line, and then they'll about 85% of the time scope out here, and here we are, away from the structure. Fish is coming out now really nice, and we shouldn't have a problem with the bridge anymore. And we're gonna have to fight the fish in open water. Now all we're gonna have to worry about is
Man in the gray suit.
maybe. Not really here though, actually. This isn't a man in the gray suit spot, but more of just pulling hook or fraying off would be the only downfall right now.
And I'll tell you what, a lot of you are probably thinking, I can go out there and do that. That looks easy enough. But you hire a captain, because Mateo has been in that exact scenario, thousands of times. And as soon as that fish ate 5 feet away from structure, and Mateo knew just by how that fish reacted, just how he started the fight, what to do, where to go, so that way we're gonna maximize our odds of getting this fish to the boat. If you're not a seasoned fisherman, you're not gonna know what to do in that situation, and chances are you're gonna lose the fish of a lifetime. So that's why it's worth hiring a guide. So anytime a tarpon jumps, you're gonna do what's called bow to the fish. You wanna give them slack. It does a couple of things. It's gonna minimize you getting broken off.
Back of the boat.
You gotta go to the back of the boat to follow this fish. And it's gonna help keep the hook in that fish. That fish went to the back of the boat. You just follow them with a big fish like that. You know, they're in control 99% of the fight. So if they go to the back of the boat, you just wanna follow. Don't try to pull against it. Oof. The kid can still bow. I'll tell you that, man. Been tarpon fishing for like 20 something years. The bow is still in me.
Bow to the king. Hey Tyler, do you feel your line fraying at all? Like you feel like you got him in the button? Like
Do
you
I
don't have
feel my line frame?
Like you have
I'm not a savant like you, buddy. I have no idea. I'm not one with the fish like that. So my leader started at about 50% breaking strength, and now it's at 47. Oh, that was nice. You can almost tell when they're gonna jump. They do it's called scoping. So you could feel your line coming up in the water column, and it's gonna kind of indicate to you when you gotta get ready to do that bow. That bow is key to keeping a tarpon pinned. It is not cliche. This fish is like under the boat, basically.
Yeah, it's right here. Basically got leader touch. Be careful, because if she shoots up and jumps this way, you're gonna lose the fish.
She's like under the boat there.
Yeah. Yep. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Swing her around.
I'm trying, bro.
Yeah.
She's smart.
Yeah.
Dude, she's under the boat. Bro, I don't know how I managed that. This fish came right to the boat, very, very smartly, was hugging right under the boat and just trying to do everything that it could to break me off under the boat. Luckily, I had this rod. This is like an 8-foot rod. I had 6 of it all the way down, 6 feet of it all the way down into the water.
Only reason I have 8-foot rods is for that.
Yeah.
That way you could stick them under the boat easier and get around.
No, it's a
yes,
good call.
they're a little bit of a pain, but it helps in the long run.
No, it's worth it if you're gonna land more fish.
Super funky fish. Probably just came in here. Here she is right here. Beautiful fish.
She's not small.
No, she's 70 pounds.
Yeah, she's 70.
Yeah.
She gave Cameraman Dan a little bath right there.
Jeez. God. This thing came to play.
Yeah.
This thing.
She's tussling.
Yeah. Tussling.
Is tussling the right word?
I guess so. Beautiful.
Jesus, this fish is freaking strong.
I know. This is a powerful fish for her size, honestly. This fish fought, man.
Yeah.
I'll give this fish some props.
She went to work.
I'm ready to put my hands on this thing, Tyler.
Yeah, I'm ready to get her up too. It's her freaking world. We're just living in it right now. She's making the rules. She loves to be under this freaking boat.
Yes, she does. She stopped jumping, and now she's just rolling and kind of dogging you around.
I got the heat on her now.
Don't put too much heat and then lose the fish that right here. Just kind of, she's gonna give up here.
Fudge!
Oh, too much.
Fudge is my word.
All right, yeah, you got leader.
Damn.
You got leader.
Yeah,
in the
fish
rod
was
tip.
right
This
there.
is caught fish.
Nah, I don't consider that a caught fish. I mean, it's a caught fish, quote unquote. That fish was right, and I would have loved to have showed you guys that fish. It was right there. Frayed off?
Yeah.
I got a little impatient. I put too much heat. It's a fine line because these tarpon, they will fight till the freaking death. And the last thing I want to do is kill one of these fish. She probably would have been fine no matter what. It's just the fisherman in me, the land-based fisherman in me, the bridge fisherman in me just like wants to put the heat on these fish. We fought that fish for 18 minutes, I think.
20
minutes, had her right freaking there. I mean, Mateo, I think, was about to reach down and grab her. We're fishing 50-pound leader, downsized to get the bite. Maybe I gotta fight one more, and then cameraman Dan is up after that. Just pulled back up to the bridge after that heartbreaking fish at the side of the boat. Now I'm just kidding. It's all good. The beautiful thing is, it's still dark out. We have more time. We're gonna try to get another one right here. Hopefully get this one to the boat. Fish were chewing right in this spot about 20 minutes ago, so let's see if they're still there.
Aim at that red light. Perfect. Oh yeah. How's the drag there? Good, tight.
Could be a little tighter, I think.
That's yeah.
Tighter?
A little bit. Oh, you're already bag at 8. There's a fish on your cork. I think you ate it, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Smaller fish.
We are tight. We were setting
Coming
the drag
out.
when that fish ate. No, not yet. All right, right now this fish.
Going through the pilings and
No,
stuff.
no, not yet.
Coming out here.
Starting to, yeah, I'm creeping her left. We all go like radio silent as soon as we hook the fish because the first 30 seconds of combat is when you really got to be completely laser focused on what's going on.
Are we coming out, Tyler? Or what's
Yeah,
going
coming
on?
out, coming out.
Okay, cool. Yep. Wonderful.
Fish is very, very fresh in the beginning of the fight, so notice I'm not really adding any applied pressure with my hand. I'm just letting the smooth drag of the man stall do its thing. As we continue to pull this fish further and further away from the structure, we're gonna be better and better off in terms of landing it. Another spunky fish, man. Gotta love it, dude. With my boys, fighting tarpon, heart of the city.
Heart of the city, man.
Not much better than this. Oh, gotta go with the fish. Even these little ones will take me around. Here she comes, kind of skating her in.
Fish is still very green.
Yeah, she is. Pulling the line right across this fish's back, and that is gonna put the maximum amount of heat on this fish to tire it out. I'm not using any extra added drag with my hand, just the drag of the reel, but just having that line right down that fish's back is the perfect way to fight these tarpon if you can. Basically just pulling them backwards.
Not ready yet. Oh.
Let's see your skills. That is not easy to do, boys and girls. That is a very challenging thing to do, is grab a tarpon, especially with no gloves. These fish have some sheer raw power, and to just grab one like that is almost impossible to do on the first go, so let's try that again.
Yeah, it's still green. Still jumping.
She's right here.
Yeah, you got this one.
Look at this kid. Damn. Man, respect, buddy. That was well done right there.
That's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen.
Check this beautiful fish out. Mateo's got a great grip on him. We're doing what's called reviving the fish right now. If I've talked about it once, I've talked about it 100 times. It's just bringing the fish back to life by letting the water rush through its gills We're gonna pop the hook out of this beautiful, beautiful tarpon. Absolute gorgeous fish. Wow.
You barely had this thing hooked.
Really?
You ready?
I'm ready. Get it out of there.
You ready?
Yeah. Oh my God. That is crazy. That might be the most suspect hook set I've ever seen. Ava, we got her to the boat.
We got her to the boat. That's
Good
all
work,
that
man.
matters.
That was so sick. Look at the silvers. This fish is like glistening like platinum right now.
Awesome
the way it's
looking
shining.
fish. Yeah.
All right, ready?
You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's ready. There she goes.
All right,
Woo.
fish took off. That was sweet. We were catching some B-roll of that fish, and then she got out of Mateo's hand, but
Yeah.
she was spunky,
She was
healthy.
spunky, ready to go.
Yeah.
So we got enough footage.
Yeah, 4 or 5 minute fight, if that. Fish swam off strong. We're gonna head right back to that span, and I wanna get a big fish boat side to show you guys.
There's a couple 100-pounders in there.
Yeah,
So
not to be confused with a couple 100-pounder. But yeah, no, a 100-pounder is more than big enough. If I can get another one like that first one, 60, 70, 80-pound fish, I'll be happy. And I don't know, Dan may or may not get a chance tonight. He's kind of feeling tired. I want him to try, so hopefully I can convince him to twist his arm. Let's get another bait in the water.
all right, that'll work.
Yep.
Yeah. Where's he going?
Going left.
Left through.
I believe so.
All right, yeah, let him go through. This one wants to go through. What's he doing?
He's got me in something.
Oh yeah, he went through. Did he, or what did he?
Yeah, he's.
Yeah, he went through. Yeah. Oh, what? He went through there? Wow. See, he can like somehow like
I lost him.
off.
Yeah, off. That was an example of a really smart fish. He pushed all the way through the bridge as soon as we hooked him. We went silent again. We started communicating because we're just trying to figure out what the fish was doing. And he went through this little tiny span right here in the fender. Smart fish, man. We'll try again. Oh,
There you go. Which way is he coming? Straight out?
not yet.
No, we're straight out, right? Yeah, he's doing the right thing.
No, he's not. Going back through.
What's he doing? No. Oh, fake fish.
No.
Yeah, that was uncatchable.
man.
He was.
Just lost another freaking giant. Oh man. That
That was a big one.
that one has me speechless. All right, let's try again. Captain, you better not hand me a rod like a jabroni.
I'm not going to. I just want to take one cast. I'd rather try to get one out of, just spend the extra time here and get another good bite here. And
Yeah, you know, I hear you.
yeah.
Oh.
You're on. As we said that. Big fish. Got him? Where's he going?
He's going left.
Through? Okay, let him go through. Just let him go through. Let him go through. Is he coming out? Coming out or coming out, right?
It's hard to say.
Yeah, he was coming out. Where's he going?
He's to the right.
All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna try. Hopefully he didn't go through. He didn't go through.
He's going like
up
down.
the shadow line.
Now he's going through.
Now he went through. Yeah, he 100%. Okay, come to the front. Come to the front.
Whew, we got a big fish on, boys and girls. We're gonna try to follow this fish through the pilings. I think he just pulled.
Come off.
Yep. Hook
Came
just,
off.
Hook just pulled. Yeah, hook pulled. Just random.
Sure. No, he's on there. Right?
I don't know.
Yeah, he's on there.
Maybe actually. I don't know, dude. I don't feel. If he is, he just stopped.
What's going on?
I don't know. I can't tell.
Keep reeling.
No, I don't think.
Right?
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, he's on.
Oh shoot, he is on. He's going back under. He's going back through. Oh, now he's got me. Oh, he might actually be going through.
All right, yeah, he is. All right, hold tight.
That was freaking hilarious. I got so bummed out there because I thought we lost the fish. We all thought we lost him at the same time because it went slack. I guess he came out here and then turned completely around.
Did he go through one of those?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
If he did, it's this last corner.
Did he go? No, he didn't go through, or did he? He went through or no?
Yeah.
Yes. Ah.
Now I lost him.
That time we lost him.
That time we lost him for sure. It is currently 5:30 in the morning. We did not really time this night great. This was just a day that Mateo had available, I had available, Danny had available, so we came out here and we are trying so hard to put one more big fish boat side for you guys to see. We wanted Danny to get one. It's just there's not enough fish around for that for his very first time doing it and at night. I don't know, man. We're gonna keep trying. We'll see if we can get another one. Fingers crossed.
You are 100%
I'm like right there.
in bed.
I am right there.
Boom. You're on, right? No?
Yep, the answer is yes.
Where's he going? Off?
Nope. Still pinned. Oh my gosh. It's gonna be down from here. Oh, crazy head shake. Oh, it's a nice fish.
Yeah, run out of here, boy.
Come on out here, boy. Shoot.
Ooh, it's a nice one.
Those freaking head shakes are violent.
We are still out here. They're biting.
The roosters are about to roost. Oh, hold on.
Get to the front. Oh boy, he's right here. Oh gosh, where's he going?
Over, under.
Oh.
God, these fish are so smart. Wow, that was
crazy.
that might have been the craziest tango of the night. I don't know if you guys saw that. I don't know. We kind of were getting lackadaisical because this fish wasn't doing much. And he just shot under the boat and I had to stick the rod all the way in. No different than any of the other fish that we fought. That happened so quickly and we were kind of lax there. Now she's screaming drag again. Just wearing this fish out little by little. I gain a few inches, he takes a few yards.
How about y'all? I'm thinking about putting another bait back after this fish.
Are you serious?
I mean, they're biting, man. I have a rule. I don't leave fish biting. But we might leave fish biting. We'll see.
I have a rule. I want to go to sleep. Sleep is important.
I have a rule. Head on my pillow before the sun comes up.
Yeah. There you go.
It's not an unreasonable rule.
It's a pretty respectable rule.
It's a pretty standard rule amongst adults. Dude. Oh my gosh.
Did you just rip my clicker?
Yeah. I didn't do it.
I know, I'm messing.
Damn Tarpon did.
Is that going in the video?
We'll see.
The barking tree spider?
We'll see what the main editor thinks about that.
So who's the main editor?
Me.
Oh my god. 6:05, guys. Start looking for the sun.
All right, y'all, check it out. I got the fish right here. Basically knock on wood, this fish is for the most part done. Now it's getting a little burst of energy, but there's a beach right behind us. And we're gonna just
jagged rocks.
We're gonna pull up, I think, and try to beach this fish. It might be safest for everybody involved, so we'll see what happens here.
All right, got there.
All right, check it out, y'all. We brought this fish over to this beach. We're gonna get a nice, healthy release on her. What a gorgeous, gorgeous tarpon. And I'll tell you what, this thing absolutely brawled. I've caught a lot of tarpon in my day, and this one is right up there with some of the hardest fighters I've ever had the luxury of fighting. But what a beautiful fish. Fought so hard. We're gonna give her the respect that she deserves and a nice, healthy release. Mateo is popping the hook out of this fish right now. Hooked right in the button, yep. Beautiful, beautiful tarpon.
Steer 'em off to you.
We can't take these fish out of the water completely if they're bigger than 40 inches, which this fish is well over 40 inches. It's probably a, I don't know, how big you think, Matt?
He's probably about just at 50 pounds, if I had to guess.
About a 50-pound fish, already very spunky. Oh, come here, baby. But I want to make sure she's 100% good to go. Take a look at this bucket mouth. Look at that thing. That's a mouth that's been gorging on shrimp all night long, all winter long. What a beautiful fish. This is what you come down here to Miami to get on, is big tarpon like this. Megalops atlanticus, prehistoric giants. These things have been around since the dinosaurs have, so awesome fish. Let's get her revived and get her released. Holding this fish in the current.
There she goes.
She was super healthy, super strong. Dude, let's go, man. Give me a hug, brother. That was sick.
Awesome. Oh, that was good. That was
You guys
great.
gotta book a trip with Mateo to experience that for yourself. You can't really even put it into words. It doesn't come out that great at night because the lighting is just not great for filming, but to see 100 pounds, we hooked multiple fish over 100 pounds today, and to see a fish that size, like the size of us, come airborne out of the water 4, 5, 6 feet in the air.
You gotta see. It is epic.
You gotta see it to experience it. But anyway, that is all we have for the fishing part of this video. But like you guys saw, we have some epic eats trout in the live well right now. We're gonna go get those things cleaned up, and then we'll head over to the kitchen and cook up an amazing meal.
See you guys.
Welcome to my backyard. It is the next day. We are about to clean up these sea trout. But before we do that, I gotta give a big thank you to John over at Florida Fillet Tables down here in South Florida. He recently hooked me up with a very nice fillet table that sits right here on my dock. This has a great design because it sits over the edge of the dock and it doesn't take up any space in an area that's already really tight on space. So if you're in the market for a fillet table, definitely hit him up. He's right here in Hollywood, Florida. But yeah, man, we got those 4 trout. Let's get these things cleaned up so we can get them cooked. Got an 8-inch Dexter knife here, given to me by my buddy Victor over at Land Shark Outdoors. Check out this trout, man. This is a beauty. This is one of the bigger ones we caught. I think it was 19 inches. It's really cool because as a kid, I used to go to Miami to catch trout. And then for a little while there in my 20s, we weren't finding many trout. And now it seems like they're making a nice comeback, but that is great to see. Just like any other fish, I just made an original incision right here, kind of behind the gill plate. I haven't cleaned one of these bad boys in a while. I'm gonna run my knife right down the backbone here, making small slices just like that. Trout have some little scales, nothing too, they're pretty soft considering they're not too tough of a fish to clean. But we're just taking our time, nice little slices all the way down till we get to the tail section here. And just look how beautiful the spots are on this fish. Like I almost want to just keep the skin because it's so pretty, but we are going to take the skin off these. Now what I like to do is, after I have my original slice going down the backbone, I like to lift the fillets, some with my hand, while simultaneously coming back up the fish towards the head from the tail, and just separating that fillet from the carcass of the fish. As you can see, I just continue to lift and glide the knife, lift and glide the knife. All you're really doing is just separating that fillet. Turn my knife back the other way. I just punctured on the other side of the skin, come all the way down, finish my cut through the tail. So now we're pretty much separated here. I have a good grip on the fillet, and then I'm just running my knife nice and slow, taking my time. This fish sacrificed his life so we can have a nice meal amongst friends, so I definitely want to harvest every piece that I possibly can. Right here, I kind of went over, there's a little bit of meat here, but I went over this. This is all the intestines, guts, everything like that. I don't want any of that to touch my final product. All the way up, all the way up. Typically right here, you run into some bones on most fish, but trout are very, very soft. Like I said, they're kind of a forgiving fish to clean. So there's a nice fillet off of this trout. Beautiful white meat. Sometimes these fish have worms. Oh, I actually see one right here. I don't know if you guys can see this like white thing right here in the meat. This is actually a worm. They call them spaghetti worms, at least that's what I used to call them as a kid. They're not harmful. I've actually seen Victor from Land Shark eat these, which is crazy. I don't have that kind of moxie. I'm not gonna do that. But that is like a little worm that lives in these trout sometimes. Sometimes you clean a fish like a black drum or an amberjack or something like that, and they'll just be riddled with these worms, but there's just a couple in this trout. We're gonna cut these out. Let's take the skin off real quick. So for the skinning of the fish, the process is gonna be just like any other fish that you typically skin. You wanna kind of line the fillet up with the edge of the cleaning table. I'm gonna start down here by the tail, and what you wanna do is lay your knife as flat and flush as you possibly can to the table. And then all I'm doing is just coming right down, just like that. I call this a sawing motion. It's not really a slice, it's more of a saw. So it's like angle the knife forward, then backward, then forward, then backward. Saw your way all the way down so you're completely separated, just like that. That is basically our final product. I'm gonna cut the pin bones out of this thing. No skin for these. These are gonna be skinless fillets. I'm gonna clean the other side of this trout and the other 3 that are in the cooler, and then I'm gonna meet you guys in the kitchen. I believe we're going over to cameraman Dan and his girlfriend Sophia's house, and she is a chef. She's an executive chef. She's legit, and she is probably gonna make a masterpiece out of these trout. So I'm excited, and I'll see y'all there. We have made it to the kitchen. This is Chef Sophia. You guys have maybe seen her before. This is cameraman Dan's girlfriend. And check it out. Here's all that trout that we caught the other night. The fillets look beautiful. And Chef Sophia is gonna be in charge of this entire cook. So what are you gonna make for us today?
So today we're gonna make a coconut poached fish and some rice.
It's gonna be amazing. Let's get started.
Yay. So the first step of this dish is to get all these in the pan. The reason I'm doing this is to get these aromatics in, and I'm gonna slowly cook them, and it's gonna add a lot of depth and flavor into the sauce. So we have shaved onions, chopped garlic, chopped chilies, chopped ginger, and lemongrass. The pan is on medium-high heat, and now I'm gonna put olive oil. So at this point, I turn the pan down a little bit. We're gonna let these aromatics sweat for about 10 minutes. For the fish, we're just gonna be seasoning it with salt and pepper on both sides, since most of its flavor is gonna come from the sauce. This is right where I want it, so our next step is gonna be putting the coconut milk, fish sauce, and stock cube. Going in with the coconut milk, we're gonna be doing 2 jars. Next, we're gonna be putting a chicken stock cube in, and I like to break it down before I put it in. Lastly, we're gonna be adding fish sauce. I'm gonna start off with 2 teaspoons, and then I'm gonna see if I'm gonna add more after. The coconut milk and the fish sauce might be a little hard to find. You can go to your local Asian supermarket, or sometimes Publix or wherever you're at has it in like the Asian section. If you've been watching Tyler's videos, you know my secret ingredients. So we're gonna add just a spoonful of sugar.
It is smelling amazing in here, and Sophia hasn't even started cooking the fish yet, but just that sauce. I can already tell it's gonna be amazing. But if you guys are hearing any kind of like grunting and snarling in the background of any of these clips, it's this guy right here. This is Luffy. I'm gonna put him down because he's probably a little uncomfortable. We're excited to eat though.
Something that I've learned over the years is that tasting your food is super important, so I'm constantly tasting my sauces. So I tasted the sauce and I decided to add some more lemongrass and fish sauce.
Cameraman Dan, tell the people, everyone wants to know, what is it like dating a chef?
I mean, it's one of the best things in the world. I'm like a guinea pig. I get to try all her new dishes. It always ends, I mean, every once in a while, she doesn't make the best thing. But that's behind the scenes. No one gets to see that. And I get to try some of the best food I've ever had in my life. And I'm grateful for it. So I'm hoping that you guys can learn something from these videos, and you can take some of the dishes that she creates here that I get to try. You get to try them at home and share it with your loved ones.
The sauce is ready, so I'm gonna add the fish in. And we're gonna let the fish poach in here for about 4 to 6 minutes. And you can do this with any white fish. So as it's cooking, I'm just gonna make sure that the sauce is going over it, kind of like if you were buttering a steak in a pan.
I caved. I can't handle it. I'm too hungry. I had to break out the banana chips. What you guys don't know, these Katsukina cooks, they take a little while. So if you're enjoying the video, make sure you like it, please.
Fish has been poaching for about 6 minutes, and now we're going to start the plating process. Now we're going to add some chili oil, some green onion, and cilantro.
Here is a look at the final presentation. It honestly looks like a dish straight out of a fine, high-end Asian restaurant. We're gonna get these plates on the table and then dig in. Everybody ready to eat?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Let's dig in. Sophia also made some rice, which is gonna pair nicely with this, I think. Oh my God.
Oh, that's very good.
That might be the best thing you've made so far on the channel.
Yeah, honestly, it's really good.
Thank you.
It's the sauce. The sauce is amazing.
Wow.
What do you guys think about the trout? It's pretty good.
Yeah, it is good.
Chili oil is spicy.
Yeah, but it's not bad.
No, it's not bad.
It's a little spicy, but it's like a good kick.
Yeah. But there's almost like a sweetness to the sauce too. So it like balances out nice. Luffy is making so much noise. What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? This is a winner for sure. You guys definitely have to try this. Sophia showed you all the steps. If you get like a white, flaky fish, it's honestly a home run. What do you think, Danny? Danny's always honest.
It's very good. I love it. Thank you. Thank you, baby.
You're welcome.
We are gonna continue eating until there is nothing left on these plates because this meal is just so unbelievable. I am not kidding, you guys have to try it. I wanna give a big thank you to Captain MB again for taking us out there and getting us on those awesome tarpon and these trout, which were a welcome addition and they are delicious. I'll probably be keeping some trout in the near future now that I know how good they are. But if you guys are interested in booking a trip with Captain MB, I'll link all of his information in the description so you guys can get out there and get on some big fish. And he even mentioned to me, we caught some fish the other night, we're very grateful, but that was a slow night by his standards. A lot of times he goes out there and gets on 20, 25, 30 bites. So big thank you again to him. I gotta give a big thank you to Sophia for bearing with us in the kitchen and putting together this amazing meal. Of course, a big thank you to cameraman Dan for capturing the entire experience. None of it would be possible without him. And lastly, I just want to thank all of you for tuning in and watching today's video. This is actually the 50th video on the channel. We're a little over a year into it now, and to hit 50 videos, I'm just beyond grateful. I'm living my dream, and it's thanks to all of you. So thanks again for watching this one. I appreciate it, and until next time, take care and tight lines.